Okay, so this is the stir fry. Basically, that I just increased the volume that I normally was eating. So for a training type meal for burritos, right now that's approximately 1,280 calories total. So even with half of that, we're only talking 600 calories. And so what do we have in it? So what we have in it is spinach, pepper mix, onions, of course those were frozen, mushrooms, basically cauliflower, rice, chicken, 1 pound, and then actually the stir fry is less than that because there's the wraps I'm going to use. I'm going to try and make 4 using 2 wraps. The wraps are actually these low carb 45 calorie wraps, carb counter, so I'll be using basically 8 of those for 4 burritos, and it should come out to approximately about 1,319 calories total once I include the wraps in there and then salsa. This salsa doesn't add too much, but I'm going to try and see basically 2 tablespoons is only a whopping 10 calories for 2 tablespoons, so I'll try and add 2 of those to each one in that perspective. So when we're only talking about, when all is said and done, I think this will be probably 4 pounds of food. And again, it's only 1,319 calories. So if you just even cut that in half, we'll see what it comes out to. You just cut that in half for a normal meal. Right then and there, you have 2+ pounds of burrito, and that's not including my side, and dessert, which I'll show you, which only account for 140 calories for the side, which is going to be 1.5 pounds of that, and another 1.5 pounds, and may go up to 2 for dessert, and that's only going to be approximately, if I go up to 2 pounds, it's probably only going to be about 160 calories for the whole dessert, being 2 pounds. So this is the burritos after being made. So it's 4 pounds, 9.4 ounces, and there's 4 of them with a little bit left over. And then you can see here is the empty pan. So here's my dessert. Basically it's 100 and actually 55 calories. You can see it's the sugar-free Jello, and there's basically brand cereal. It's called, gosh, I can't remember what it's called now. Fiber One, yeah, and then no-fat whipped cream. And then there's 60 grams of no-fat Greek yogurt. So even if you were to just eat this as a dessert, it's basically almost 2 pounds and only 155 calories. So here's the spread. There's my side, which is 90 calories, which is cucumbers and a little bit of pickles there. That basically was, I believe it was 2 pounds or 1.5 pounds. That is like over 1.5 pounds. So. And then this, which I showed on the video as well. So, okay, so here we go. I normally don't, the whipped cream, I usually eat it right away. But now it's looking to be a little soggy. I haven't mixed in the cereal yet, and just because that'll get soggy. So normally I don't set a timer. And again, these are the same foods that I was eating before. I just upped the quantity. If I get through these 2, which is basically the cucumbers and the burritos, that'll be 6 pounds. So we'll see if I can do that or not. Again, I just eat at my normal pace. I don't try and push it, but I'll still start a timer. Here we go. These could get messy. I had some Gatorade Zero over there. Be right back. Just in case. Something to wet my whistle. Of course, you won't hear this, but it's kind of boring. So, hey Google, play 80s music.
To do that on YouTube Music, you'll need one of the premium accounts. It looks like you're eligible for a free trial. Do you want to get an email with more info? Sure, check out this 80s music station on YouTube Music.
So this side is of cucumbers, pickles. It's a pound and a half, but it's only 90 calories. And you can see my dessert. If I get to it. Again, we'll see how this rocks. One burrito 4. Again, I'm such a noob, and like I said, on the other video about why I'm doing this, my genetics aren't that good. So, but again, most food challenges that are out there, without doubling, for a single person, aren't going to be much more than 6 pounds typically. Just like I saw someone doing the broken yolk. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. In their title, they said it was 6.5. So, although I've seen, I think it was out in California, that when Katina, maybe it was Katina Eats Kilo, she got the shaft. They basically pumped it way up over what it was supposed to be, in my opinion. I'm glad when I did mine, they actually had the chili back. Corbucci Eats, he's from Brazil, was paroling around in states, and he did it and made me feel like a complete amateur, of course, when I saw his video. It was like an appetizer for him. There's enough liquid in this, I really don't need to drink anything. And these are little cow wraps, only 45 a piece. And there's 2 for each burrito I use. I'm actually getting good at making burritos. I'm sorry, missing enough. If you think about it, even 2 burritos is like half the calories, and it's what, somewhere like 650? For 2+ pounds of food. If you think about it, say you ate 3 meals, 650, you could probably still be in a calorie deficit pretty easily, eating 6+ pounds of food for the whole day if you were to eat these burritos, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just change it to breakfast burrito. A little bit extra left over. So I just threw it on the plate. Ugh. Oops. I'm trying to just eat at a good pace. Not casual, but not trying to stuff my face either. So I have left of that. I would put salt on these cucumbers, but I'm pretty sensitive, as I mentioned, why I do the food challenges, to salt. It does, because I have measured it, drive my blood pressure up. It's not supposed to. I guess some of the studies you can see it's not supposed to, but for me, same thing you'll notice. I've excluded red meat in my diet. Well, there's chicken here, but except for challenges, because that drives my cholesterol through the roof, no matter how healthy I try to eat, including red meat. So any foods with cholesterol in it just drives my cholesterol through the roof. So I eliminated them. Simple as that. So this will be 1755 right now. over 6 pounds. 6 pounds and some ounces with this. Unfortunately, the whipped cream to a number. So, I don't know, like I said, about 19 minutes for 6 pounds. So why the fiber one? It adds some crunch. Use about 20 grams. Tastes pretty good. So I'm getting at a point where, I don't know, there's probably a pound left maybe. One thing you'll note, and I can feel it, people don't tell you that air builds up or can build up. Like right now I can feel the air building up and I really need to burp. Not too much left. I'm trying not to, again, eat where I'm like uncomfortable. Just waiting for this air build up, see if I can burp. Because this still tastes good, so I haven't flavor fatigue down on this. See if I can burp by standing up. $25. Yep. Mm, 26 minutes. Yeah, I'm full. I'm not miserable full, which is something I don't want to get to, even in challenges, by pushing what my genetic limit is, which seems to be about, oh, much better. Excuse me. Excuse me. Again, sorry for not trying to be rude. If you've ever watched any food challenges, it's just part of, like I said, you get air in your stomach, and the other end too that nobody ever tells you about from that perspective either. By the way, so hopefully it gives you an idea what not only what foot training would potentially look like, at least for me, and again, it's not something I'm doing like every day for sure. That's not how this works. But again, the amount of calories that I have here in comparison, as far as the food that I'm eating, it was all, obviously healthy, the stir fry and everything. And I could still be, in a calorie deficit for today, even though I just basically ate just over 8 pounds of food, which is crazy to think about. So yeah, so that's basically it. And hopefully, if you're interested in food challenges, it gives you some ideas on how to train if you can eat a lot, and maybe even some of the people out there that are doing some of the bigger challenges to be able to I guess, train more safe with respect to actually using food rather than water. As I mentioned, can be a lot more dangerous and probably not a lot of fun either. This was, and one of the things about the food that I'm eating, again, this is my normal diet. I just pump up the quantities of everything, and it's not bland. It's very tasty. I mean, I had the salsa in there, and I've had spices. I had garlic powder. You know, obviously the onions. You know, so it's not like it's not bland food. Is it good as Chipotle burritos? Well, heck no. But is it, 80% the way there with what, half the calories or less than half the calories? It's probably the equivalent of one burrito. I just ate 4, and you saw over about 4.5 pounds worth of burrito versus probably, I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 and half the calories. So anyway, well, that's it. And again, maybe I'll do another one of these with different food, but this is pretty much it. I do, a pasta dish as well as with, again, the same sides, so to speak, and same dessert. And the other thing you may have seen on the counter is I've used watermelon, as just because a pound of watermelon is only, I believe, about 138 calories. So you can eat 2 pounds of watermelon and you're less, what, 130, say 140, so only 280 calories, and you eat 2 pounds of watermelon. So anyway, well, that's it. Later.